What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be hunting 2 full $500 boxes of Brinks wrapped half dollars like we normally do. But while I was out today, I called around to a few banks that are a little bit further away than I normally go to, and I found me a Wells Fargo that had $190 worth of halves. And when I got there, I was so excited to see some customer wraps in different types of wraps, which could mean we have different customers. They also had $80 in some Loomis rolls, and we're going to hunt those in this video as well. So you know what? I'm excited to get into these. I hope you are too, so let's get to it. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the customer wrapped rolls. I've lined them up by the type of wrap we have. You can see I've got 5 of the more current style wraps. 5 of, I mean, you could still get these, but I don't see these as often. And then this one just looks either newer or it's maybe one of the new value wraps that's out there. So we're going to go through those first. We'll then hit those Loomis, and then we'll move on to those Brinks rolls. But if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Love to know that you're new. Let me know that down in the comment below, or in the comment section below. And if you're curious what we're doing here, we are hunting half dollars for various mint errors and varieties, which means they'd be worth quite a bit of money if you find a good one. And we are looking for silver, mainly. So 1965 to 1970 is 40% silver. 1964 and earlier will be your 90% silver. And if we find any of that stuff along the way, we will definitely zoom in. We'll show it to you. We'll talk about the value. I'll actually, if I remember, I will go ahead and, sorry. I was going to say I'm going to put the value in the upper right-hand corner as we find stuff. But look at this, just falling out of this first couple here. We've got ourselves a 1968 Denver. So that's a 40% silver. I'll check the current spot price and what this is worth today, but with premiums, everything, we're probably talking $3.50, give or take, for each 40% silver. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I'll line it up maybe right here for right now. And I see more right here. So let me get the, well, I'm not even going to get the camera down. Let's just zoom in a little bit. And we'll take a look at these as we pull them out. So we got some bicentennials. There's a 73. That looks silvery. All right, we got a 1967, 40% silver. We've got another 1968 Denver. That's awesome. Let's see here. We've got another 1967. That's going to be 4 out of the 20 coins. There's another 1967. That's 5. Look at them. They just keep spilling out. 1967. 1966, 40%er. I see more. We've got a 1968. This one's kind of green. Tarnished. Let's see here. Let's get rid of these. Bicentennial. 1965. So this is the first year of our 40% silver. And I know I kind of interrupted myself. I did want to show you, if you are new to the channel, what a 40% silver looks like by the edge. We just didn't happen to get there, but you'll see that kind of gray and silvery edge. We have no copper line in there, so you know that's going to be silver if you're edge hunting. So sorry, I did want to show that. I was going to talk about it, and then I got interrupted with all this silver. So let's see here. We got ourselves a 1965. There's more. I hear it in there. There's a 1967. There's an 84, a bicentennial. Another 1967. There's more. 1968 Denver. And last but not least, there's a 1967. So out of 20 coins, looks like we had 13 40%ers. Now, for those of you that come to the channel all the time and leave comments below and follow other coin roll hunters on YouTube, we always talk about customer wrap rolls are better than bank wrapped rolls. And rolls like this come around for me very, very rarely. I got very lucky to find a bank that had customer wrap rolls. And this one appears to have definitely worked out. It is very hard in a bank wrapped roll to find this much silver. So That was roll number 3. Let's keep going. If we don't find anything, I will be sure to fast forward. But I just wanted to open these all on camera in case something like that happened. That is just awesome. This gives me a lot of hope we're going to find some more silver in there. So nothing there. Let me zoom back out for you a little bit. There you go. Roll number 5. And I'm going to start running out of space. Let me move this down here. I want space to lay these out for you. Now, I will go back and check all of these for varieties or mint errors, and also NIFCs are not intended for circulation coins. I do have a document in the description down below that shows all the things that I hunt for, no matter the denomination. So if you want to download that document, it's free for you to download, of course. So make sure you give that a look. All right, let's see here. 3, 4, 5, 6. On to roll number 7 here. Nothing there. This roll feels short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. Yep, I was shorted. There's only 19 coins in that roll. Let's put that aside. All right, here we go. Next roll. No silver there. So 3 rolls left. All right, I see more silver, guys. There's a 67. I can just tell from the color we got more silver. Oh my goodness, we got definitely a big multiple silver roll here. Look at it. I don't know if we're going to have 90% in there. It looks like it's all going to be 40%. We get here so we can zoom in on this. All right, 1966. We'll start a stack up there. 1967. Bicentennial, bicentennial, bicentennial. So this was somebody very likely that was hanging on to these. Some kind of collector. I don't know. When you find like all bicentennials and a bunch of silver, that's not some random person. There's a 68 Denver. Bicentennial, bicentennial. 68 Denver, 40%er. Another 68 Denver. 68 Denver. 68 Denver. 74. All right, we got a 67 finally. So something not a 68. More bicentennials. And a 1967. 40%er. And a 1983 with an FG. So let's see here. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? Did I miscount that? 4, 5. It was 9. Sorry. So 9 in that roll. That is insane, guys. All right, 2 rolls left. I mean, I almost don't even need to get into these Fed wrap. This should be a hunt on its own. This is amazing. All right, nothing there. And last roll, come on, we got a new wrap. Let's hope for some silver in this last one. I don't hear it. All right, nothing in there. Okay, well, that was the other roll I put aside. Let me get through these for errors and varieties, and we'll jump into those Loomis wraps, and we'll see if we can find any more silver there before we move in to the Brinks rolls. So we're going to move on to our Loomis rolls, but for a real quick wrap-up, we ended up with 9 1968 Denvers, 10 1967s, 2 1966s, and a 1965, which is pretty darn awesome. So I figured I'd go ahead and open just a couple of these Loomis rolls just to see what they look like for you guys on camera, and then I'll go back off camera and hunt the rest. So we got a 2017 Denver NIFC, not intended for circulation, that somebody has marked up. Let's see here. Nothing else shiny in there. Let's do 2 more here on camera, and then I'll go off camera. Another shiny guy in here. Let's see what we got. 2012. So somebody got an NIFC dump that liked to mark their coins with this purple dot. I am not a huge fan of people that do that, but I'm sure that would probably come off just dipped in a little acetone. Let's see here. A couple of interesting edges to look at. Bicentennial. 1991 Philly. All right, nothing else there. I'll go ahead and hunt the rest of these off camera, and then we're going to jump into these Brinks rolls. And just so you guys know, typically when I return rolls to the bank, that's my little mark that I put on them. So if you see these $50 again with this mark, they're mine. They've already been searched. I've already pulled the silver out. But every now and then I do throw NIFCs away in these. So if you're an NIFC hunter, you might still want to pick them up. All right. All right, well, we didn't find anything else in those Loomis rolls. We're still standing where we were last time I brought you in. We're going to go ahead and jump into this Brinks box. I'll only bring you in as we find things. We'll do a quick wrap-up at the end of this box and then move on to box number 2 and call it a video. So hang tight. Hopefully, we'll bring you in real soon. So I just opened up roll number 2, and I was inspecting the shiny edges, and I've gone ahead and just laid this out. But we had 2 in here that are worth looking at. Let me just find them again. The first one was this 1987 Denver. Now, this is one of the hardest NIFCs out there to find, not intended for circulation coins to find, because this was only released in mint sets by the mint. So these were not minted for regular circulation. And this one looks really, really good. So excited to have that. We'll put that up here with the rest of our NIFCs. I'm sure I'll rearrange those later. And just a coin later, we had a 2019 Philadelphia. Now, we've got a little bit of Ring of Death on this one. Not something I'll hang on to because it is damaged, but still a really nice example of a not intended for circulation coin in circulation. So I just got roll number 9 laid out, and I'm not kidding. I just spread it out like I normally do. And as I was coming down, my eyes were going down the line there. I noticed we got ourselves another 1987 hiding in there. And I didn't see this one by the edge because it was a little dirtier, a little more beat up. But we've got a 1987 Philly, and you can see we've got some more chatter and damage on this one than the previous one. But still, another really hard to find 1987 Philadelphia NIFC. So I got roll 16 through 25 out here on the mat. This is actually roll number, I think, 20. And you can see we've come across a foreign. This looks like, yep, it is a Panamanian from 2014. And again, this is one, I have found a lot of Panamanians. I don't know if I have found this one in the past, but it's pretty cool. It is clad, so no silver to be had here, but a pretty cool foreign, something I'll hang on to because I love the Panamanian designs. So I just got done opening roll number 31. I have rolls 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 out in front of me. And, you know, typically when you get overstuffed or understuffed a roll, you usually lose money. Well, this time we made out because I got all my $50 and stuffed in here in the middle. We got a James Buchanan $1 coin. So not too shabby. I mean, it's not really a keeper, but I made $1 on that roll. So I just opened roll number 35 to complete the 10 rolls on the table. Here is roll number 35 in front of us, and I've already seen it. But if you look right here, you will see we have a really thick edge. Where'd he go? Right here. Really thick edge. The one in front of it is just a 2021, I believe. Yeah, it is 2021P. But hiding back behind it a couple of coins later was a gigantic rimmed San Francisco proof. You can see we've got that clad copper edge there. We've got a mirror finish with frosted details, so we know it's a proof. We've got a 1992 San Francisco. Okay, well, we've reached the end of box number 1, and I didn't bring you in for everything, but we'll do just a real quick recap. The 87s we found early on are over here, but we did come across a 2002, a 2005, a couple of 2006s, 2010, a Ring of Death 2011, a couple of different 2012s, 2013, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019, and a 2020, all in this one box. So if you were doing an NIFC book, you would have done really, really well in this box. I am putting together another book, so I will search through these for ones I need. Everything else will go back to the bank. We also did come across a 1992 San Francisco clad proof. Not in the best of shape, but I've definitely gotten ones that are much, much worse. So I'll be hanging on to that, even though it's really only worth a 50-cent piece. We did make $1 on a roll. I did go back and recount the coins. I had 20 coins in that roll, so this dollar was extra. And we did come across this Panamanian 2014. There it is right there in all its glory. Of course, all the silver we still see up here were from the customer wrap rolls. I'm going to make some room on this mat, and we're going to go ahead and get into box number 2. So I thought I'd bring you in here at the halfway point. All we found so far is a couple of NIFCs, a couple of 2002 Denvers, a 2004 Philly, and a 2009 Philly. Because we covered so many of these in the first box, I didn't think you needed to be brought in for every single find. Of course, I still have my silver from those customer wrap rolls here on the side just because I like looking at it. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this bottom half, and we'll do the same thing. I'll either give you a wrap up at the end, or if we find something really kind of valuable or interesting, I'll bring you in along the way. All right, well, we have wrapped up box number 2, and I won't say we didn't have any finds. We just didn't have anything too terribly exciting. We had those couple of NIFCs that I showed you in the first half of the box. I think we had 4 in the first half. We had 4 in the second half as well. We had ourselves a 2005 Denver, a 2018 Philly, a 2020 Denver, and I have an out of order here, 2016 Philly. So 8 NIFCs in a box, that's actually pretty typical. You're either going to get skunked or you're going to end up with a handful of NIFCs in a fairly bad $50 box. And if you've been following the channel all year, I have done really well with a steady stream of silver. The last 8 boxes or so, we didn't get much here in the actual Fed wrapped box. And that's, to show you here's box number 2, box number 1. We have all those NIFCs we found in box number 1. We did get lucky and get $1. The 1992 San Francisco clad proof, albeit really, really cool. Not a lot of value there, but I love finding these to hang on to. And I do love my Panamanian $50 when they do come in the rolls, because they're not supposed to be there. So I think that's pretty cool. But of course, the star of the show, and it gets talked about all the time in the comments, is customer wrapped rolls versus bank wrapped rolls. And I would say that I have had some of my most unique scores and largest bang for your, not bang for your buck, but the largest, most number of silver coins in a roll in my customer wrap rolls over the last 3 or 4 years. And this hunt was no exception. We did have 10 of the 1967s. I think we had 9 of the 1968s. Couple of 1966s and a 1965. I was super happy to find this 40% customer silver dump out of those 190 in customer wrap rolls. I wish there were a couple, 2 or 3 more in there, but hey, I can't complain about finding all this silver in such a few number of customer rolls. So, whenever it's your bank, whenever you are at the bank, you may want to make sure you're asking for those customer rolls. You just want to make sure that you're not picking up full boxes of customer rolls, because they're probably returns from another hunter. I talked about the value, and I actually kept the value running total in the upper right-hand corner as we found these. If I recall, it was somewhere around $75, $78 in silver. I'll throw that back up here on the screen for you so you can see it. But all in all, I'm really happy with this hunt. I wish we had produced a little bit more in our bank boxes, but at the end of the day, I'm super happy with my silver. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know. Drop on down below, click that like button, and leave me a comment. If you're new to the channel and you like coin roll hunts, make sure you click on that subscribe button and then click on that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I do release a new video. I've been putting out a lot of $50 videos of late simply because I've been picking up a few more boxes than I usually do, and I'm desperate to get back on some silver and some bank boxes. So with that, special shout out to all my channel members. Really appreciate you guys helping to support the channel each and every month. It really goes a long way to helping me out, so thank you so much. And, we're getting real close to Christmas. I hope you guys are doing well, taking some time off of work, spending it with the family. And with that, take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.